and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to attempt to do a TN setup on camera this time. Last time when I set up my B6 I just did a flip through, but this time I'm going to combine both the setup and an unboxing. So what I'll be doing is setting up this pocket TN that I have here, and I just got this. It is a Foxy Fix in the mochi sugar leather with, I think these are mint elastics, white stitching, the blind fox and pip embossing, and on the inside secretarial pockets with the little card slots. And I got this in a Foxy Fix buy sell trade group, and yeah, overall I think it's okay. I will say that I'm kind of surprised in that it's not changing my life. I know I've heard like a lot of good things about Foxy Fix, like their products, some questionable things about their customer service, and this is the first one I've ever purchased, and it's fine. The TN that I have in the B6 size is from Print Pressions, and I would say that it's just as good and like half the price. So I probably won't be running out to buy another Foxy Fix. I'll probably just stick with Print Pressions because I do feel, for me, they're the same. That being said, I don't know how either stands up to time and usage. So I decided to invest in a Foxy Fix because I thought that it might have a better chance at being slightly more durable, and I wanted to do that because this pocket TN is the one that I've decided I'm going to carry around with me. And so in light of that, on the inside I have things like my dailies right here. All these inserts are from Justinia's Printables. A small weekly just to get like big events down. A perpetual calendar, again just to jot down important notes to have with me, or important dates. A shopping list for when I go grocery shopping, or just to jot down anything that I need to buy. This insert is for meal planning and food logging, so that I can write down the things that I eat throughout a day. And then this is just a regular old notes insert. And so I do have 6 inserts in here, though this is a compact, so there are 4 strings, and I just have this jump band with an elastic that I made on my own. And right now I have just this sheet of Fox and Pip stickers slipped in here for decoration because I think they're really cute. And these stickers that I use functionally, they're to do and hydrate stickers, and I made them myself to match the color in this daily, the pink bars over here. I made them to match that. So yeah, and then I have these dashboards that I made from cardstock, and they're fine, but I had a lot of different ideas with this TN. I wasn't sure how I wanted to set it up. I thought for a while that I really wanted everything to be kind of like a soft pink to match the mochi leather and the pink in here, and it was just going to be soft pink, and that would be the whole TN, and I was like not going to switch it up almost ever. However, since then I played around with making my own setup, like finding papers and things like that online. I looked at a lot of printables, and it really just became kind of overwhelming because I find like things that I thought, oh, that looks kind of cool, and then I'd go back and think, well, that could also match. This is more expensive than that. And realistically, it would have been troublesome because I'd have to buy like packs of things they don't have, like vellum and acetate, that I wouldn't want to use often enough to warrant buying like a whole pack of any kind of paper. And so I decided that it would be easier if I could just find a TN kit that I liked, and I thought, okay, maybe I'll go with my GP Studio kit. But those are random, and like I said, I will probably end up swapping this layout out more than just, like, it's not a permanent setup by any means, but I do want to be able to stay with it for a long time. And because of that, I'll actually be canceling my GP Studio subscription just because every month I don't need a new TN kit. And so I was trying to figure out what would fit what I needed, and I came across the, I believe it's called the Girl Boss TN kit from Scribble Prints Co. And they still had it. It was like $21 approximately, like 20 something. And I just got it today. And we're going to open it up because I just got it and I haven't opened it. I have seen the unboxing video, but sorry, there's dust on it. So like I know it's in here. I mean, the point was that I wanted to know what the TN kit would be. But still, I'm excited to see everything all together. And yeah, we're just gonna get into it. So this is not the first TN kit I've ordered from Scribble Prints Co. I have bought their birthday babe kit, I think, the one that's all pink. And I have that, and I'm saving it for my birthday month, which is May. So I'll definitely do something with that later. But this I thought would be a really neutral kit. As you can see, it's all black and white and silver. And I thought that it would go really well with just this plain pink. And it would also not go like poorly with the pink accents of my inserts. That being said, this mint elastic I did not pick out, and I hope to change it to a white elastic sometime. I'm just kind of deciding like when I want to buy the restrap kit, basically. Yeah, and so I thought that this really neutral kit would just match, and it's really like everyday, like it's not seasonal. I know that Scribble Prints Co. recently came out with like a fall TN kit and things like that, but I really wanted something just really neutral that I could carry for a long period of time and it would just match like anything. And so the first thing that I'm picking up here are these black wide paper clips. And as far as I can tell, there are 4 of them right there. There's this little black adhesive bow, which is really cute. A paper clip that looks like a bow right here. And then journaling card things and die cuts, but I think first we'll look through the papers. So there are 2 of each paper. This like smoky glittery black and white and silver paper, and then on the back this pattern. I don't know what kind of pattern that is, but yeah, that. These 2 papers, again, this glittery white marble-ish type of paper, and then another more like geometric pattern on the back. And then lastly, this darker glitter marble-like pattern, and then another geometric on the back with these spots. And one thing I'm curious about is what these, I can't remember the dimensions of these papers. So I'm just going to measure them really quickly. They are about 11 by 8.5 inches, so they're like letter size. And I'm really curious about whether I can make 2 dashboards from 1 piece of paper. Because this is 5.5 inches tall, so it should be exactly, I should be able to cut this in half and it should be exactly 2. But we'll play around with that when I actually start setting stuff up. And then these are the special papers, so like the vellum and acetate. And they're in their own packaging. And I like this kit because I thought it was a pretty good deal for what it was. Like, it's everything you need to set up a TN. It wasn't terribly expensive. It's had no commitment. It wasn't a subscription. So yeah, I'm probably definitely going to find more kits like these for my future setups, and probably give like close attention to Scribble Prints Co. and what they will be releasing TN kit wise, because I've bought 2 so far. This is the second one and I really like them. So this is an acetate with like silver foiled triangles. and acetate with these roses. I really like this one. I think this is my favorite of the papers. This vellum with the horizontal, or I guess vertical, black and white stripes, and then this vellum that has like kind of more like the paper pattern, that's kind of marbled-ish with some glitter and other abstractions right there. And then the die cuts. Which do come on a backing card that certainly looks pretty nice, so that's something that can be used for things. And these are the cardstock. So I know that like her earlier TN kits, like the birthday kit, had more vinyl like sticker die cut things, and these are just plain glossy cardstock. And so you get the bouquet of roses, 2 bows, those are really cute, some flats, a monochrome TN. Oh, another bow. The bows are so cute. I didn't realize there were so many of them. This mug that says Girl Boss, a briefcase bag thing, a globe, this set of books that say Girl Boss, Leave Your Mark, Yes Please, Tiffany Style, Chanel and Her World, and the fashion book. 2 roses in different sizes, a MacBook, this fashion girl, 2 pens of different sizes that vaguely like resembled the Pen Gems pens, this wardrobe closet thing, and then another small pen. So those are all the die cuts, and it's a good selection. I think we have some good stuff to work with. In addition to those die cuts, I did buy a set of die cuts from the Fox and Pip that I think I want to try to incorporate. I don't know if it will work out because they aren't black and white. I bought them when I still thought I was going to do a largely pink setup, and so they just kind of don't match, but I feel like it's neutral enough that even if they stand out, it might still work. So I'm just going to pull them out to show you. They came in a little plastic baggie. And it's these 2 from her like back to school type themed release. And I really like the girl with the backpack, and even the backpack. So I don't know how I'm going to incorporate them, but I have them and I want to use them. And then the journaling cards is the last thing we have here before we start like figuring out how to set things up. And I'm at 13 minutes right now. I'm going to try to do like speed rewinds when I'm just doing things like cutting and whatnot, but we'll see how that goes. So we have double-sided tabs here, and you get 6 of them. One of the reasons I got a compact traveler's notebook this time, I have a B6 wide, but I got a pocket standard because the B6 has too much space. I want the TN to feel chunky, like to feel full without being super huge. So if I filled up a B6 wide, for example, as much as it can be filled up so that there doesn't seem like there's a lot of room near the spine, then it would just be too huge because it'd be 5 by 6 and there'd be like 8 inserts in there, and that was way too much. So that's why I'm switching over to the compact, and there is a compact B6 in the GP Studio August box, so I'm really excited for that. So these are double-sided journaling cards. Money looks better in the bank than on your feet, and there are secret opportunities hidden inside every failure. I'm not a fan of these. I feel like they're just a touch too plain, but I think we can make it work. Go the extra mile, it's never crowded, make yourself proud. I'm building a brand, I'm always busy, should, would, could, did. So those are like the quote cards. And then you get a couple journaling cards. Oh, you get 4. So there are 2 of each, and they have like different kinds of fashion girls on them. So one of the things that I do know already is that these are too big for this. I'll have to trim them down a fair amount and maybe only put like part of a girl on a dashboard. We'll see. So because I just got this, and because I didn't want to like invest too much money on it because I didn't know if this system would like work, I don't have any clear dashboards. So we will just be working with the papers. And I actually need to find my clear tape. 1 second. So I was unsuccessful in looking for my tape, but that was just to say that since I don't have any clear dashboards, I will be lining the spine of my dashboards eventually with some clear tape, and that's something I got from, I think it's Holly Plants, who said that that could help protect it if you didn't have the clear dashboards. So yeah, I'll be doing that eventually. Oh, and I forgot to mention that this bow is from the September Simply Gilded sub box, which I didn't do an unboxing of because, I don't know, I was tired and I just wanted to see what was inside. So yeah, you can see that the elastics have already started to beat up my inserts. Something I didn't like about this Foxy Fix is that it's strapped way more tightly than my B6 was, or the pocket that I made for myself just to test. I made a single pocket TN with a Once More with Love bow down here just to try it out, and this is strapped so tightly and it just feels like it's choking my papers. And so that's another reason why I'm probably going to end up buying a restrap kit, because I don't like the way it's strapped, and I also am not a huge fan of the color. So yeah. And I will save the dashboards that I made with cardstock because I do think they're pretty. I want something more cohesive, and all I have are like the matching paper set, but I want like die cuts and things. So I'll save those for later. And then my notes insert. So these are my inserts, all nice and pretty. One thing I'm excited about is that instead of stapling them, I recently started sewing the sides of my inserts. And so these are some B6 sized ones that I printed just to use for a journal. This is for a journal. And then these are for notes for class, because I have quite a few of my classes this semester are going to be like seminars, and for those I don't take copious notes. I kind of just listen, participate in discussion, and if I have notes, like usually it's on some kind of reading and it'll be written in the reading, like I'll have annotated it. So I wanted like just small notebooks and not whole journals for that. So I've emptied out the pocket TN so that we can look at the inserts. I will take out my bookmarks. I made these with just scrapbook paper that I taped together, and yeah. Put those to the side. I will be utilizing this glue runner because, like I said, I'm going to make this a semi-permanent thing. And yeah, okay, so I'm going to start with the papers, and I think the first thing I'm going to do is cut them all down to size, but first I want to see if I can squeeze 2 out of here. I can get exactly 2 pocket dashboards from here if I do them like this. Yup. Okay, so I'm going to go off camera to cut them all down and like fold them, and then we'll come and figure out actually what I'll end up using. And that's because I'm cutting them all down to pocket size because this isn't for the extra part isn't good for any of the other things that I do. So yeah, we'll just figure that out and I'll be back. Whew. Okay, so I have cut everything down to the appropriate size, and one thing I'm pleasantly surprised about that I like just didn't realize is how when you have a smaller TN, one of these kits stretches so much farther. I was able to get 2 dashboard size sheets from every sheet of paper, and so I had 6 papers, now I have 12 here. I had 2 pieces of acetate, now I have 4. Same thing with vellum. It's crazy. And I folded this to test it, but I'm going to straighten it for right now. And actually, I won't use that right now. So I want to lay out the papers and see all the patterns that I have. I have that and that. These are different. And then this is the back side of that. Okay. That's the same. And that. That. One thing is that there are so many of them that I'm forgetting what I've laid down and what I haven't. So these 2 are part of the same paper. These 2, those 2, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh yeah, so that's it. So those are the paper patterns I have. And I thought I didn't like the weird geometrics, but looking at them now, I kind of do. I like them, and I like how they're lighter and darker patterns. And so I think what I'm going to do is lay them out pretty much exactly like I have them here. Yeah, I think that will look good. So like starting here, moving over this way. So daily, weekly, perpetual calendar, shopping list, meal tracker thing, and notes. So there's that. That's how I'm going to set out my papers because I just like how that looks. And then as for my vellums and acetates, I do have 2 of each of that vellum, this vellum, this acetate, and this acetate. So I have 2 sheets of each, and I don't know if I want to layer them or have every insert have a vellum or an acetate. If I do that, then I'll have a couple of extra. I'm going to do that because then I'll have a couple of extra vellum and acetates to have for like decoration and stuff. So I just have to decide what looks best on what, and I think I already know some stuff. So I do want to make sure this is at the front because it's my favorite pattern. And that's making me think that I shouldn't put this on the front because they might get too drowned out. I'm going to have this be like my front page thing. This is the first dashboard that I want to see. After that, I want a lighter. So I'm going to use these spots with one of these acetates. Or a vellum, probably vellum, and it will be either the stripes or these, and I'm gonna go with this one because this polka dots and the stripes just look kind of strange to me. So there's that. Yeah, okay, and then one of the darker ones with this acetate. I like that. And then a lighter one with this vellum. Yeah, because I haven't used it yet. And then a darker one. And so here I have to pick an acetate. And I think I'm going to use the shiny foiled one again, because I think I want to save this for the pockets. Maybe. Let me take out my notebook. Excuse me. I'm thinking that it would be cool to have this peek out of a pocket. Like that. And but I don't know. That's what I want to do. Because I could also just have this peek out of a pocket. Actually, I am going to use the floral one because I want to be able to make it part of the setup, and I really like how it looks layered over these patterns. So I'll use that. Save that. And then I want to use this pattern with I don't know what I like better. The stripes, I think. I'm also not the hugest fan of this pattern, so you could also do something like that. Does that look better? Is that different from what I did with, yeah, okay. I like that better, so I'm going to do this with my dashboards. And I still have a whole, like just another setup here. And I didn't use this one that I pre-folded. Yeah, I'm not going to use that right now. Okay. Actually, no, I'm going to use this instead of this paper because that makes the most sense. Okay. So I'm going to put my extra papers and things off to the side. I also have these scraps here, these strips. Probably won't use them, but we'll see. So now I'm going to fold everything and layer it and do my best to keep it all in order so that I don't forget where I wanted things to go. And I will do that off camera. Okay, so I did that. I folded them in half, have them all nice and layered up. And now I have to decide what I want to do with each one. So I'm going to start with the first one, and I'm not going to put anything on the acetate, but what do I want to put on the inside? So I do want this to be like at the front because I just like this die cut. I think I'm either gonna put it here, or I also considered sticking her just on the front here with like the bow. How does this go? No, never mind. So, or like in the pocket, but no, I don't like it. So, as I said, somewhere over here with like one of these quote cards that I will cut down because they're kind of big. They like take up the whole thing. And I'm actually going to use this one. Make yourself proud. So, where's my paper cutter? Okay. So I'm just going to trim this so that I really only have the words and not all the extra white space. That there, this up here, like that, something like that, and don't want that anywhere. So that's how I'm going to do this part, and that will be like the first thing that I see when I open this up. I don't know that I want, so I don't want to keep this die cut down. Actually, I'm not going to permanently tape it. Yes I am. Yes I am. I'm just gonna commit. Okay. Because since I don't have those plastic things, I worry about them getting like shifted if I don't glue it down. So there's that, and I was going to put this straight, but I actually like how it looks crooked, which was an accident. So there is the front. As for the back or insides or anything, now I can pull out some of the other things that I have going on. And we just have a lot of die cuts. There are some that I know I will save, like I think the large pen I'm going to save for pocket decoration. I don't think I want to do anything on the insides. I don't think. I may want to use quote cards. How many quote cards do I have? So I have 5. And that means that I want to use a quote card on every dashboard. So that's the only quote card I'm going to put on here. As for the inside, I could just put one, like a random die cut somewhere. Though, how many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17? Like 17 die cuts and approximately 16 sides. So I can afford to have a die cut on every, like, side. And I think that's what I'm going to do. And I'll just put the things I like the most, like closest to the front. A lot of this is arbitrary. I'm not, like, I don't have a good eye for design. To me, a lot of things are all the same. So, yeah. And then for the back, do I want the globe? These things are hard to pick up. Okay. Or maybe a pen. This pen. I like this pen. I got glue on my paper. And so that goes on the first thing, which is my daily insert. So that's all ready to go. Put that somewhere. Ah. Oh, there. Okay, over there. So this is for the second insert. And I have 6 fashion girls, so I can put one I can put them all over if I wanted to. I don't know that I like this just because it's so big. I could probably cut it. Oh, I think this is funny. I'm going to use this quote card. Money looks better in the bank than on your feet with this wardrobe because that's funny. This is just because it's clothing, not because it's shoes. That would have been a good place to put the flats I put on the other one, but whatever. That's fine. There's a lot of improvisation going on here. I'm gonna put it like this. So something's crooked and I think it's the paper. Or my cut. I'm going to put it over the edge and do my best to trim. So. And to do that, I'm going to bring in my X-Acto knife and pray not to hurt the table. And also protect it with one of these fingers. Okay. So there's that, and I like how that looks. I keep putting my paper cutter in a different place, and I should stop that, because then I can't find it. I also wonder if I have any washi tape that would look good with this. I have quite a bit of black and white washi tape. Here. I don't know that I'll use any of it, but I'm just going to pull it out so that I remember I have it. Yep, just gonna roll with that, I think. I also have these scraps that I put somewhere. Okay. So I could do this. Right? Or you could do this. And I think I like this better. So I'm going to do that. With this. I like it. Okay, so then on the insides, like I said, I will keep these pretty simple and just slap down die cuts that I think look nice. Trimming when necessary, because they are big, or some of them are big relative to my traveler's notebook, which is pretty small because it's a pocket, so that is to be expected. So I'm going to put that there. Get my trimmer out. Trim, trim, trim. And so this is a setup that I fully expect to keep through like the winter. I don't know what like the next TN kit released by Scribble Prints Co will be. They're who I'm watching right now for TN kits. And I need my scissors, but I don't know where they are. So I'm just gonna attack this little bit until I get it off. Okay. So there's that. Gonna bring in this bow, although I want to save a bow for a pocket for the front, so I'm actually gonna save this bow. I'm not going to use that right now. I'll use this one. And then on the back, again, nothing too crazy. So I may use her. I really like layering with my scraps. I think they're fun. It's fun to do that and like get use out of them. And I like this one, so I'm going to do that. And that was not at all a well-measured cut. I was just winging it. Oh, but it's good. Okay. Okay. So there's that. Here's the vellum that I paired with it. It doesn't let you see all the good stuff, but hopefully it will like protect it and whatnot. And so that goes on the second thing I see, which is my weekly insert. Yes. So that's all good to go. Those two. Here we have the next thing. I will remove the acetate. I'm not going to use the washi. I don't like it. Just going to put it back. It's getting in my way. Okay. So, what to do? Oh, wait. So this is for my perpetual calendar, and I am going to use this right here because just the perpetual calendar holds like the whole year in it, and I am graduating this year, so would could did, so like I am going to graduate and I want to relate that somehow, and I'm going to trim it closely. I want to make sure I'm not dropping things off the edge of the table so that I don't lose things that I would want to use. I'm cutting this really close, but that's just because I don't want it to take up just all the room of my dashboard. I have this. I could do that. I could do that. This is too big for what I want. I'm gonna put that there. Okay. And I'm going to cut this with scissors because I found them. So not the straightest cut, but good enough. Also a little too much. Wow, that's not straight. Okay, I'll stop being lazy and take out the paper cutter. Yep, that looks good. And then time for the arbitrary inside. Let's do this. Okay. I'm going to do something. I want to bring in this last half of this wardrobe with this. But not all of it. I'm gonna cut this too. Okay. And so one thing about what I'm doing is that I'm doing a lot of cutting, and once you cut something, you can't uncut it. So you've gotta be pretty certain about what you want to do. And for me, I'm not worried about it looking perfect. Like, everything that I'm working with looks pretty good. So and it's all designed to match. So there's almost nothing I could do to make it look horrible. It'll look fine, purely because someone else has done all the hard work of making sure it does. I feel like I'm running out of die cuts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm short 1 because I pulled out this bow. But that's okay. I'll figure it out later. Some of these are too big and will probably be cut. Like this, I can cut in half. Yep. Yep. Just going to do it. I like having the die cuts like peek out the sides. I think that looks cool. It lets me put like lots of die cuts without the space looking too cluttered. Because otherwise these die cuts would just swallow my spreads. And that's actually, is that all I want to put there? Do I want to put a paper? No, that's all. Then for the back, could have a rose. We'll have a rose. Yep. And I'm also gluing stuff down because I know I'm not going to reuse this really. Because once I leave this setup, there will be another setup. And there'll always be another TN kit that I want to try. And so it's not really worth it to me to just try to save all of this stuff so that I can reuse it, knowing that I probably won't reuse it, and just cluttering up my space. So yeah, when I leave this setup, I will use the papers and things like scraps for art journaling, which I'll do a video on eventually. Okay. So I've used a lot of my bigger die cuts at this point. Yep. Yep. Looks good. That yep reminded me of yep from Avatar: The Last Airbender. I just started watching it with my boyfriend. He's seen it before, but I've never seen it. And It's not bad. He says that we're still in the first season, and he says that the show gets better as it goes on. The first season's like good, and then the seasons get better. Yep. I'm gonna put these flowers at the very edge of this side. And I'm actually going to save that bow. Gonna put that right there. One of the things I like doing with the TN kits is to use just absolutely as much of it as possible. I don't buy a TN kit, even if it's a mystery kit, to just use parts of it or to like pick at it. I intend to use all of it. Okay. For the back, I am going to, I've already put a pen on the back of one I have. I want to get this like something dark to border my rose. Took out the scissors again. Okay. Came out straight enough. This teeny rose right there. Yep, that looks good. And so this is after the perpetual calendar, which is my shopping list. Oh, okay. I'm going to pause or stop and restart the video because otherwise my video clips get too big and things go crazy. Okay, so back again with this insert. Or this dashboard. I want to make sure I have a good place to put that bow. Okay. So, what goes here? What goes here? Actually, maybe I'll put that bow here. This quote card. I think I started something and then didn't finish getting to the point. I was talking about how, well actually I don't know if I might have finished it, but I'll just reiterate again that one of the things I really like about using kits like this is that someone has designed them to go together, so it's really hard to like not make something that looks pretty good, you know, because that's like the point. I'm sure that whenever someone designs a TN kit, they're like, I want to, they design it so that it can be used lots of different ways and still look nice, everything matches and all that stuff. It would make no sense to have a kit that only looks good like one way because of some weird design thing that they like enforced. And so there's like no pressure to do anything in particular here because it's gonna look fine. Like, I messed up here and didn't center this right. It's not even especially straight. But to balance it, I'm just going to put this bow slightly off-centered. And so even though I had originally intended for it to be straight, it's going to be off-center and it's going to look just fine. And so that is the front. The inside, where things go crazy. I feel like I'm still short a die cut, and I don't know how that's possible because I've been cutting things in half. So let's see this again. I have 3 die cuts and like a ton of sides. Did I miscount? Maybe I just miscounted how many die cuts I had. But that's fine. I just have to remember to save things. So the back ones will be more plain because somehow I did crazy things. Oh, no, I haven't used these at all. Where are they? Where are they? Where are they? Here we go. 4 more die cuts once I cut them out. And I do want to use these. I just forgot I had them. I'm not going to touch the inside yet. For the outside of this, I want to use her somewhere. And so I have to cut her out. Carefully. These scissors are too big for this. I have a smaller pair of scissors. I just don't know where they are right now. It's kind of hurting me though that I know I'm tearing up the person on the back. But that's fine. Because like they said, I'm going to be gluing this down. Or like I've been doing. I guess I didn't really say that, but I've been gluing everything else down. Okay. So I want to put her here. Yep, and I'm just going to have her standing there, and I think it'll look good. So as for the inside, I am going to not do too much. I think if I can find it. My desk is a mess. Aha. So I want to use this, and this will take the place of like what would have been a die cut, but somehow I messed up my counting on that side, and I'll just lay some tape down. And I say it would have replaced the die cut because these flowers are on it and they're pretty. Whew. Should not have pointed the scissors that way. You didn't see it, but they almost hit me in the face. Yep. Just gonna tuck that pen in the corner. Ah! No! Okay, I got stuck on my elastic thing. I feel like there does need to be just a little something else. So maybe I will attempt to pull in some of this washi. And there we go. Easy peasy. Alright. So there's that. That's for the food tracker insert. We're in the final stretch. I'm getting tired. Okay. So I have this, and I have still several fashion girls here. Oh, I've been sitting up straight for so long. Okay, I can finish this setup though. Alright. And I want to use her in here somewhere. I will just cut her out and see what happens. Where I'll decide to put her. Okay. So this will be a long video because I'm trying to do this and talk and not get in front of the camera, and it also just takes a while to put together a setup like this. But I'm having a good time. I think I'll try to add more music in the background, just because even while I'm talking, I'm not seeing things that are like interesting, like that you have to listen closely to. Like, you could be listening to music and still listening to me or ramble. So I have this. Yep, gonna do that. And so as I've been doing this, I kind of developed a formula, at least for the front of all the dashboards, which to me the front is the most important, just because it's like at the front. And so it's like I put a quote card, I put a die cut, I put a special die cut, like I pay attention to the die cut I put there, whereas sometimes on the inside I'm just kind of slapping things down. So there's that. It's a touch crooked. We won't look too closely at that. And put that right there. Now on the inside, I will probably use another one of these girls, just because I'm running out of die cuts over here. This would look better over here. Maybe I don't want to use either of the girls. I could put her on the back. I like this here, so I'm just going to glue that down. And I may leave that, I may leave it like that. The back is just the back. It doesn't have to be fancy. But I am still thinking. I have this heart washi tape. That might look nice somewhere. Nope. I don't like it. So that's just gonna be the back. Okay. On this side. I could throw some stripes on there. I could throw some polka dots on there. I could throw this other glitter on there. I could do none of that. Or I could just leave it. And the back will be super, super simple. Super, super simple. Or I could use this. But I don't want to. I could bring out the pen that I thought I would save. Yes, I am actually going to use this pen just because I think that I was going to put it in a pocket, but it's just as tall as my cover is, and so it will look a little strange in the pocket. So I will slap it on there. And it makes sense because it's going on my notes insert. So you're like writing stuff down. Okay, but I write stuff down in all my inserts. Okay. So we're just going to do that. And now I have all my inserts are ready to go. So I'm going to stick them back inside the notebook. One at a time. Sticking these in. Okay, so this one is where I have the jump band. So these three inserts. This one is the one that goes on the string. And I put the jump band in the middle because when I put it on the very edge, it seemed kind of awkward. I don't know. It was weird. That's about as detailed as I can get with my description. It was weird. Yeah, okay. So I'm just going to stick these in together and then slip them under here. Pull in. There we go. And lastly, this in here. Oh, yeah. There we go. And so it's a little strange because of the jump band. Whew, but I like it. Okay, so now we're dealing with the pockets and whatnot. And how do you use it and such. So I had this in here and I really like it, so I do want to keep that in there. So I think it's really cute. And want to be able to put this here, but I want to use my paper clips. Don't know what I'm gonna do with that bow. I want to use my paper clips for things that aren't this. So, how am I going to get this to stick here without having to commit a wide clip, which would look weird too? I need something smaller, and I'm just gonna dab a little bit of glue. I hope I don't regret it. Okay. Yep, and it should hopefully, in theory, peel off. Yeah, it didn't hurt the leather. Okay. So I'm just going to do that. I don't know what long-term effects it will have, but risking it because it looks so cute. You don't want to give up my paper clips. Okay, there's that. I don't know if I'm going to, yeah, I'm going to put something in the back, like a strip of paper. But otherwise keep that pretty simple. On the back here, I want to put this die cut on the pocket. I'm going to utilize the risky glue method once again. We'll see the next time I do a setup how that fares. Is there anything else I want to stick back here? Yeah, this acetate. Yep, that looks nice. Okay. And that's it for the back, maybe? I could put this bow back here. I want to use the bow, but then it'll make it weird to write on. I could just add the bow to the front. I'm just gonna add it and see what happens. Ugh. But I have to get the adhesive thinker off. Excuse me. Adhesive backing. Okay. There we go. And plop. That's done. No going back. Oh no, there are two bows right next to each other. I'm good with that. I can always take one off if I find that it bothers me. So I do want to use these paper clips. I should have 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I want to use them to mark my place. So today is, oh, I don't want to hurt that. Okay, so today, whew, water is getting in my bag and hurting my stuff. Today is Saturday. Going to put that there. I hope it doesn't fall out. It seems a little sketchy to me. Maybe if I put it like that, it will be okay. I don't know if I want to put the tabs in. I feel like they'll stick out and I don't think I'll like that. Let's see. I will fold them in half. I'm not going to put the tabs on now. I may put them on later. But I don't know. Do this for this week. And then it is September now. Wow, okay. Put this in here. And then shopping list. Where did 1, 2, 3, 4, okay. Am I in the camera? Yeah, okay. Whew. Followed by this. And I don't have anything for the notes, but I know those are the notes, and I just flip to random things. They are organized, they're just quick jotting down of things. Okay, and so I want these to be inside the cover. That will do it. So I'm keeping the edges clean because I don't want stuff to get caught on things. So I made sure all of these were like pressed in there and I have nothing on top. And that's it. So we're going to do a very quick flip through and that will conclude this video. So I'm keeping this bow on there because I think it looks cute. And then on the inside, as we just saw, the cute sticker sheet, these bows, this acetate, this dashboard, the inside, my daily insert with this bow that is very strange. Okay, there we go. Then this is the inside of that dashboard. The other side, an acetate, a vellum, this dashboard, the inside, my weekly insert with this paper clip, the inside of that, the back of that, another vellum, another acetate, this dashboard, the inside, important dates, this paper clip, the inside of that rose, this acetate, that vellum, this thing, dashboard, that, this shopping list, my paper clip, this dashboard part, the back of it, vellum, acetate, this dashboard, that pen, this weekly view. I wonder if this will bend my pages too much. We'll see. Time will tell. I may switch things around. Yep, the back of it. That, this acetate, the vellum, this dashboard, and the inside, the notes, that computer, that pen, the vellum, this acetate, and this die cut. So that is where this setup is. I'm going to close it. Keeping everything neat and tidy in here is going to be a little tedious because I don't want to shove the clips in so that I can't see it, but they're also so close to the edge that it's like really close. But yeah, and as you can see, it looks pretty full. Whereas if I didn't have the extra 2 inserts, there would be more room in there than I'd like. So that concludes our video. Thanks for watching. Some things that I have left over for reference are these papers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these. I feel like I should have had 6. I don't know where an extra paper went. This vellum, a little bit of this acetate, a lot of scrap strips. These 2 journaling cards. The backing, and then the tabs, which I haven't decided on yet. Right here. If the paper clips get annoying, I will probably just use these tabs. We'll see. I've seen the Planner Sophisticate put her like paper clips in like that, and I like how it looks. So we'll see how it goes. So that concludes our video. Thanks for watching. If you've liked what you have seen, be sure to like, comment, and or subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.